Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hello to everyone. I am Empress J, the Healing Oracle, and I'm back at you for another day and another message. Y'all know how we do, you know what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, I hope that you woke up feeling happy, healthy, wealthy, beautiful, wonderful, handsome, ascending, just like in the rotation of moving forward, within yourself and within your life. So I hope that everybody's feeling good right now. And if you're not, we're going to see what we can do to help you feel better. So I'm going to bring you a message today. I'm going to bring us a message and see what energies we need to be prepared for and or that are around us right now. And like, what could we do to like feel better or just to rearrange anything, right? So let's see what Spirit wants to tell us. Angels, ancestors, orishas, Allah, Spirit of the white light, all my entities and ancestors, you are welcome into this reading. Please give us the clear insight for the things that we need to know. For any questions, please give us the answers. Thank you in advance. All right. What I've been guided to do is we're going to combine this. We're going to make this a tarot and an oracle reading. We're going to use the tarot to let us know what energies are around us, what situations we may be dealing with. I don't always like getting deep into like the nitty gritty or the nonsense. I like dealing with our energy within ourselves, like clearing it and how can we fix it. But a lot of times we need to know the surrounding energy, right? So that we can kind of see where we're at. And then we'll build on that as far as like, what can we do to help ourselves? Like we'll deal with our situation and then we'll move forward. So we use the tarot cards to see what the situation may be. And then we're going to even tap a little deeper into what energies you may be feeling because of the situations. You know what I'm saying? So if that made any sense. Just saw the Emperor twice. So you could be sitting in that powerful state, you know what I'm saying? Mastering yourself. I just talked about self-mastery yesterday. So it would make sense that we're like in that like energy of mastering ourselves, mastering our emotions, mastering our situations. You know what I'm saying? Maybe over a little bit so we have a little bit more space. Oh, it was like, nope. The way that came out was weird. Give me 3 cards to represent the situations, please. Thank you in advance. Here we go. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Wow. And the World. You hear me? Sheesh. That's some deep stuff right there. That's an old major arcana right there. I'm talking about we dealing with some stuff, some good stuff here. Let me see. I'm feeling all right with these cards here. I'm feeling this energy. I've been feeling this all day. Okay. Let me turn this down a little bit because we gotta get into this. All right. So let's talk about first this Queen of Pentacles energy that I'm feeling and I'm seeing. Okay, so she's sitting on her throne. All right, so she is definitely, you are definitely worried, focused on what you're creating in your pocket, like what you have coming in, what you're generating. That is very important to you. Also in this card, I see flowers growing around this queen. She also has, I believe that's a bird on her crown. Bird signified, like, birds for me signify freedom, because birds are free. They fly. Anything with wings comes and goes as it pleases, right? So anything with wings is free. So when you see wings on a card, that for me it signifies freedom, purity, connection to spirit, because birds are that connector between us and spirit. They come and they bring messages from above. They spirits, their bodies, their birds are so pure, right? This is what I believe, right? Birds are so pure and they're so connected to God, right? And to the other side, like the spiritual realm, that the spirits can travel through a bird to give you messages or anything with wings. So when you see something with wings on a card, in a reading, in your life, know that that could be, especially if you're really noticing it, it could be a spirit coming through to give you a message. So pay attention to that. That's a sign in a synchronicity, okay? So from me seeing that bird, that means like you know, the money that you have, the wealth that you're creating in your life is a divine wealth. It's a divine, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's important because it's coming from God. So it's meaning that what you're doing, the things that you're doing, you're planting some really deep seeds right now that are rooted in the ground, but they're rooted through goodness of, you know, and the love of God. So what you're doing, you're creating wealth, spiritual wealth. We're not talking about generational money that, you know, you're going to be able to leave for your family. You are generating a spiritual wealth that will be left here for many years, for many generations. They're going to feel, and I'm getting a really deep feeling in my spirit right now, and a calm. They're going to feel your work. Your line is going to be secured from here to God because of the hard work that you and the ones before you have done. And see, for me, when I get the Queen of Pentacles, it's more than just her. That big old star, that big old dollar that she got sitting on her lap, that was a cultivation of many generational wealth. You know how, like in Egypt, reigns are left, and even now, like, you know, in kingdoms, when a king or a queen, you know, ascends to the higher realm and they become ancestors, then they're the next in line gets the kingdom, and now they're the ruler, right? So it's the same in our lives. It's the same for us, right? Every ancestor that you've had left something. This here is the cultivation of many lines of generational spiritual wealth. Okay, I want this message to come across as clearly as possible because I'm feeling something really deep. So let's really pick this apart here, because this is something really deep going on. Okay, you're feeling this. I know you are, because I'm feeling it too. This is the cultivation of many people having to go through, like many generations that came before you, having to go through the understanding of who they were and what was needed from them. And because they got through something, they've overcome things, right? They planted seeds. And as they planted seeds, those seeds, you know, took on some really deep roots. And now it's come all the way here to you. This wealth has been generated through many years, many hundreds of years, and bunches of people have had to go through things, but they stood strong. And because they stood strong, they gained the wealth from above. Now, here you are sitting on your throne with the divine connection to Allah, the divine connection to your ancestors. You're sitting in a space, in a space in your life right now where you are getting messages from above. You are planting the kind of seeds that are making beautiful flowers grow. Like, you're not seeing buds anymore. Like, these flowers are growing, and there are so many beautiful, like, petals. You know, it's just so much on this card. Like, it's so much going on. Even on this throne, there are angels at the top of the throne. Okay, so that means that you know, and then with the bird on the crown, the bird on the crown and the angels on the throne. Okay, think about that. You have a bird on your head and angels in your ears. So angels on your shoulders, meaning what you're hearing in your mind, you know, in your heart, the things that you're feeling, right? That isn't coming from you. That is coming from above. That's your team. That's your, you know, you're really connected right now, divinely connected with whatever you believe in, and you're getting special messages, and the things that you're creating are the things that have been already like at work. Now you're the one that has to take everything that's been cultivated, right, and put into this pot, put into this cup. Now you're going to be the one to take this to the next level, right? Because you're standing strong as the Queen of Swords on your throne again with the bird above your head, okay? And now you have a crown with butterflies on it. There's so many significations here of like the connection to God, the connection to the other realm, the connection to the purity of the understanding of really the truth. So the things that you're understanding, the things, and then on your throne is another angel, and at the bottom is another butterfly. Okay, divine connection to above. You are getting so many messages. Trust and believe each and everything that you hear, everything that you feel. It is the truth. Do not question a thing. It is written already for you to sit on these thrones. It's already written for you to be who you are, okay? Because this is a cultivation of ancestral wealth, ancestral, spiritual, divine wealth. This is something that we can't buy. This is something that they wouldn't even know how to sell in the store. They wouldn't even know how to teach you how to get this. There is no rule. There's no like outline for this here. This is something that comes. There are so many butterflies on this darn throne, okay? It's so much significance of like purity, understanding, being one with above and your ancestral realm, like, and with the people that like came before you. It's just a lot going on here too. Like butterflies, I see two moons neck and neck. So many clouds. It's like as if this queen is sitting on a mountain in the clouds. So you also could be feeling like maybe like just real deep right now. Like divinely, like you're feeling this. And it could be coming in as confusion, because when we get messages can be very confusing when you don't completely understand what you're supposed to do with that, right? And then having this much power, this is the kind of power that we don't always know how to handle right away, because not only are you feeling the lessons that came before you, like you're literally hearing them in your head, you're feeling them, they're giving them to you. If you are getting a remembrance of something from someone that came before you, or maybe a story that was told by somebody before you, like if your grandmother told you a story about her mother or her grandfather or something like that, and it's coming up in your mind, it's because that ancestor is giving you that as a reminder of who you are and what came before you and what you may be getting ready to face and how they want you, you know what I'm saying? Like the rule book, they're giving you their chapter, they're giving you the help that they can, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold on, let me make sure I get this out right. Everything that you go through, somebody is going to be able to give you the answer, and it's going to come from an ancestor. Pay attention to the memories that come up when certain things are happening, right? Because it's going to be the way to get through it, and it's coming from above. It's like you're going to feel like you're up above. Like you're going to feel like you're in the clouds. You're going to feel the angelic help. You're going to feel like your wings. You're going to feel like this connection, because it's literally coming from above. Pay attention to the birds that you see. Pay attention to butterflies. Pay attention to anything that you see with wings, and let that be a reminder of this connection, and a reminder of this reading. Okay, the world is moving in your favor. See, with everything that's going on here in these two cards, it's showing me that there's a bird coming in to bring you, like, how you gonna move forward. See, things are turning in your favor now. Ancestors are getting ready to push you to the next level, and they're going to give you the help that you need to move the way that they need you to move, the way that is for you, like, you're part of this journey. You're part of your ancestral lines. That's your work now. Like, this is your time to do your job. Is like, I was listening to a sermon by Sarah Jakes Roberts. You know, I'm spiritual, so I listen to sermons and teachings from all different religions, right? I'm not religious, but I believe, right? I'm a believer in a higher power, and I like to hear and listen to what, just the messages, like, and I take in what feels right to me and I leave what doesn't. So I was listening to Sarah Jakes Roberts, shout out to her, because she's an amazing woman. Thank God for her. Thank you. I'm so grateful for her. I love everybody that, like, finds their light and walks to their higher power, and they believe and they have faith and they turn their life around and they start talking about it. Like, I love it. Like, whew, thank God for them. But she said, she was talking about, to bow down. Do you know what I'm saying? Bowing down to God, and bowing down to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting out of our own way, and not holding on to the past, right? And not holding on to, like, perfection, and I just lost that part of the message. But Allah, angels, ancestors, Orishas, please bring that back to me. But anyway, we're gonna do this. Yeah, like, so the world is moving in your favor, and you have a lot of different kinds of energies that are assisting you at this time to move forward in the way that is for you on this part of the journey. Because this is time, thank you, Spirit. Mission time. That's what she was saying. She was saying that you have to know when it's time to get out of self-preservation and move forward to mission time. So what I'm seeing in these cards is the ancestors are moving you into mission mode. So you're going to come out of self-preservation mode, where we have to be cultivating, like, ourselves and being isolated and learning ourselves and doing all of the shadow work that we need to do, right, to clear ourselves up and free ourselves so that we can hear clear, because that's what all that's for, and so that we could be in the correct position so we could do our job, right? So as you're moving forward right now, there are going to be so many messages and so much guidance that's going to help you move to the next level of your mission. And because you're going into mission mode now, it's getting ready to be time for you to do your work, really. Like, really make your mark on, like, it's time for you to put the piece of the puzzle, like, your piece of the puzzle in now. And you have to solidify your position now in your ancestral, like, in your, you know what I mean? I can't get the word out. Spirit, give me the word, please. It's time for you to make your mark in your ancestral line, period. That's what they said. So, but they're going to assist you. So the world is moving in your favor, and there are going to be spirits that are going to assist you. There's going to be a lot of angelic, a whole lot of angelic help, because there are so many birds and beings with wings in these cards. And I have 3 cards here, and now I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 birds and butterflies. So, and then there's also a rabbit on the Queen of Pentacles card, and a ram, a lion, a bull. Okay, so there are many different energies that are going to assist you in different ways. So there are going to be different energies within yourself that you're going to be cultivating to help you move forward and help you be strong on your next leg of your journey. Now, everything that we've done and everything that we've been through has brought us to this point. And our ancestors want us to know that we're going to be supported in every way. There are going to be so many different synchronicities and signs and ways to move forward. You just have to pay attention to it, okay? And keep yourself open. Keep yourself healthy, wealthy within yourself. Like, know who you are. Continue to know who you are, because that's where the connection lies with them. Like, knowing who you are and who you come from. And listening. Okay. Okay. So now, with the Queen of Pentacles clarified with the Eight of Cups in the reverse. Now for that, I feel like this comes after like feeling. Okay, so your ancestors want you to know that the reason why you're going to start to really feel all of the wealth of them and the things that came before you, you're going to feel powerful. You're going to feel, because they're going to make sure that this wealth comes to you, right? Like, you have the pot right now, it's in your hand, and it's coming after times of you having to walk away from things that weren't real, from situations and circumstances that really were not benefiting where you needed to be in your life. So because you walked away from things and you didn't allow the things that you thought you had, right, the illusions of it all, to hold you in that position and keep you back from where you needed to be, where you at right now, right? That's the reason why you're here and you're feeling what you're feeling, and why you're getting what you're being given, because you walked away from things that you knew weren't right for you. You knew it was an illusion. It was like not real. It was like fake. It was like, just like, it's like you knocked over those cups. It was like, I don't care. I don't need that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it because it's not real. So you walk closer to the light of yourself, and the light of the reality of like life and the realness of stuff. Like, you needed to be more solid in yourself, and you needed something real. So you walked away from fake stuff. You walked away from it all, and you said, I'd rather walk by myself. And because you did that, that's why they're showing up for you like this. This is why you're going to start to really receive everything that you deserve, because you learned what you didn't deserve, and you walked away from it. And there's power in that. There is, our ancestors love when we do that, because that is where our boundaries lie. That's so spiritual. It's so deep. It's so much love there for self. When you walk away from something and people and circumstances that hurt and that hold you back, and you're being held back, and you walk away from that, it's like you immediately get an elevation within. And that brings you to an elevation in life, because your frequency is up higher now. You're closer to God, because it's less of the nonsense. It's less of the heaviness of the dread and all that, of the things that aren't for you. Because when things are for you, they elevate you in every way. Now, I see the Knight of Pentacles is clarifying the Queen of Swords. So from that, I see somebody coming into you that's also going to be of help, that is going to help you with this pentacle. It's going to help you to create and solidify your position. Okay, so just pay attention to someone who comes in who's also about the truth, and also a warrior, because you're a warrior. You've been fighting. You've been standing strong. You're being real with yourself. You walked away from stuff that you had to be real. You had to be honest with yourself, and you had to walk away from that fakeness. It wasn't for you. I don't care how good it looked, how good it may have seemed, it wasn't. And when you knew, and you walked away, and now the blessings are going to be flowing in, and there's going to be like this horse that I see is so beautiful, and they're like plants behind it, and it's just this knight with this big pinnacle, and he's holding on to it and he's looking directly at you. So it's like, know that because you're standing strong in your truth and you're standing strong in you, right? There's going to definitely be someone also as solid as you want to come in and fight for you and with you. Okay, and this is being brought in divinely from your higher power. Not to say, every connection that comes in does not have to be a romantic one for it to be of help to you, and for it to be like a mate, someone to help you like move forward and closer to your whatever you're supposed to do, closer to your 10 of cups. Like anyone who comes in to help you with that and help you be solid in yourself, like they really just make you feel good. That came from above. Like that's a connection that was sent to you. Like it was sent. It was like, okay, you needed some help, let's send you some help. And that came from the ancestors. Now the next one is like the world is being clarified by the Hermit. So because you knew when to take that step back. See, the Hermit is the wizard, right? And you became the wizard after going through tests, trials, tribulations, and earning your rite of passage. Earning this. You've earned this position. See, it's not just like we all given a right to take the test from our ancestors. And not everybody signs up for it though. And not everyone can pass it. And so the fact of the matter is that like your world is changing because you went in the hermit mode and you got this test done. You asked for it. You was like, I'm ready. And spirit ancestors, they was like, let's do this. We gonna test her. We gonna test him. Let's see. They ready, right? So you knocked over, like you just was like, I'm ready. And you started showing that you were ready to your ancestors by walking away from things that were not serving you. You was like, I'm done with this stuff. This isn't for me. So because of that, you moved into a different energy within yourself. You became stronger within your speech, the way you execute, the way you position yourself, the way you do things now. It's within power. Because you know your power now. Because you walked away from things that didn't serve you. You got stronger. And now you move as a warrior, right? A spiritual warrior. Because you come and you know and you feel that you come with power from before. It's not just you that comes in the door no more. Never really, but now you know it and you understand it. So because of that, you moved and you started working with them. You went into isolation at some point here because you walked away. So when we walk away from stuff, we walk closer to ourselves. And when we walk closer to ourselves, we walk closer to allow, our higher power and our ancestors, like whatever is connected to your soul. That's what we walk closer to when we walk away from other things, from the negativity, from the hurt stuff, from the pain. When we walk away from the drain, when we walk away from things that just don't serve us no more, that's when we go into isolation and we walk close to them, and then they start giving you messages, and the messages are what's making you stronger. Excuse my language. It's what's making your world turn. You know what I'm saying? Because you was like, let me go into myself. Let me check with spirit. Let me see what I need to do to be better with me. Right? Because I know that didn't work. That wasn't for me, what I just went through or what I was dealing with, right? And spirit was like, we see you, and we're going to show you that we see you. We're going to help you move forward. Everything that they say you're supposed to do, they're going to help you with it. So know that when you walking in a mission mode now, because you done worked. You did what you had to do. You're walking in the mission mode now. They are going to be here to support you. That's why all these energies are around you. The energy of like your higher self. The energy of the birds coming in with messages. The energy of the bull keeping you grounded and strong. The energy of the lion keeping you, in that cat-like spirit, and knowing that you're versatile. And they see everything. They see cats see everything at night. They can see during the day. They can see at night. They're just different. You know what I'm saying? So like and they also come with messages, and they're helpers too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all these different beautiful energies that are coming in to support you along the next leg of your journey and to help you to fulfill your mission. Because you said you were ready. You knocked on the door, you know what I'm saying, and you told ancestors like, yo, hello, I'm ready. It's time, ready to do my job. And they was like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And because at some point you felt abandoned, you may have felt abandoned from spirit. You may have felt abandoned from people. You may have felt abandoned from yourself because of things that you had to go through, right? But spirit wants you to know, like, you know, continue to be passionate about yourself and passionate about your life and passionate about your journey is going to bring you. Thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. It's going to bring you more power, and it's going to bring you an understanding that you have a higher calling. You know, there is an angel of wisdom and guidance and knowledge right now that is surrounding you and is over you and is going to make sure you know that you're completely connected with a higher power, and you're moving closer and into a euphoric state of being, a euphoric state of mind. Okay, you're finding euphoria within yourself because of the work that you've done and because of the things that you've overcome and surpassed, right? And where you're going within your life and within your spirit, you know, it's taking you to a euphoric state, and that's a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is what we want, that divine connection, that divine love, that divine feeling, like, and walking right into freedom, being free, completely free, self-freedom, you know, from being held back from ourselves and from God. Like, we're walking right into freedom. We're freeing ourselves from walking away from, because see, this is how it go. When you walk away, damn, you can't see it, but when you walk away from the things that don't work, you free yourself. You become free. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. I got my heat went on, so I got a confirmation. You know what I'm saying? Right when I said that, like, when you walk away from stuff that don't work, like, you're like, I'm just not doing this. This is doing too much, and I can't, because it's hurting my connection with myself, right? Anything that drains you and messes up your connection with yourself or keeps you stuck in your head, that shit ain't for you. That is not for you. Nope. Question yourself to make sure you checking yourself to make sure that you're doing right by yourself and other people. Yes, stuck in your head, constantly questioning who you are when you're around certain people. No, don't go like that. It's not supposed to. And if it is, you need to walk away. And when you walk away is when you walk closer to yourself, you become free, and you get away from that abandonment feeling, right? Because when people tell us that we not really who we say we are, or they constantly questioning us, we start feeling abandoned. We start feeling messed up. We start feeling drained, and we're further away from ourselves. That's not what spirit ancestors, the angels, that's not what they want. That's not what God wants from us. He wants us to know how beautiful and wonderful and just connected that we are. Like, we are these beautiful spirits, and we were made to be ourselves. We were not made to be questioning who we are at every turn because somebody else told us to, or is saying things to us that makes us not feel like we are who we say we are. If that is constantly happening, then you gotta walk away. If you haven't walked away, and you have to, this is a message that you gotta walk away, because there is a lot of stuff waiting for you, like getting ready to come in. It's like at the door, like you gotta close one to open up everything. You understand? You gotta close that window so the doors can start to open, and you can't be afraid because there's a higher calling here for you and freedom to find. You know what I'm saying? Like, and staying away from the miscommunication. You know, you could be going through some miscommunication right now that can be keeping you from this freedom, could be keeping you from, you know, truly ascending. So, you know, pay attention to that and pray on it. If you're having any type of miscommunication with somebody, you know, with the lover, because I see two cards with lovers here, you know, and one is they're not communicating well. So, like, probably could be through this miscommunication, you're feeling abandoned, right? But know that God got you through everything. Like, whether there's miscommunication or whatever, like, go within. to find that freedom and the understanding of why you're going through this. Walk away from anything that you need to, so that you could walk into this celebration that Spirit has for you, your ancestors have for you. So many birds here. I just keep looking at these birds. It's like messages coming in. Please pay attention to the messages that are coming in from within. That's what they said. Right. And pay attention, see, because the contribution card came out in reverse on top of miscommunication. So there could be right now like a miscommunication because someone's not feeling a contribution to a situation or relationship or even on your journey. Like you could be feeling like you and Spirit aren't communicating correctly, or your ancestors are not communicating the way that you need to or want to, right? And because of that, there's a snag in the contributions that need to be coming in to make this solid, to make this unit really flourish, right? So like just paying attention and doing what we can to make this right. Just do your best to make things right within yourself or within any circumstances. Give it to God and ask how to proceed, because you're getting ready to walk into a celebration after you get through this. And like I said, this could be connected to a relationship with self, with Spirit, with another being, another person. It could be anything because of a contribution not being felt, like somebody's not doing their part in some way. It could be, emotionally, all right? It could be financially. It could be in whatever way. And it all, like I said, it also could be you feeling not like either you're not doing your part correctly between you and, your God, like you're not doing enough or they're not doing enough for you. It's somewhere, there's some type of a miscommunication. And the good thing about it is you're not feeling indecisive about the things that you're doing and the steps that you have to take to move closer to this connection. So you're not indecisive, right? You're definitely not. Like you're not in your head. And that's a beautiful thing, right? Knowing, dang, these cards just want to yell. And they're like all over the place. They are all over the place. And I love these cards. Head in the clouds, 1 foot on the ground just to get around. I ain't gotta rush, not gonna push. Let the big man do his thing. Because if you gotta rush it, then you know it ain't happening. Oh, okay. Now, all right. So, there's a community that you're either a part of or that's coming in, and this is what I'm feeling like, that the community of your ancestors, the community of the people that have come before you that have did their part, right, for this generational line. And you're feeling them now. If you're not, you're going to be. They want you to know that they're here for you. You're never alone. Like, tap into your community and let you find your freedom. Make sure that you are contributing to this community by doing your job. It's mission time. It's time for you to go to a new rendition of yourself. After the cultivation of all the things that you've been through and the ways that you've grown and the lessons that you've learned from yourself and ancestors, you have a new set of armor, and it not only is God's love and protection, it is the protection of your ancestors and the protection of the knowledge that you've gained, the wisdom that you've cultivated, and the understanding that you've gotten from it all. That is what you are cloaked in now, and this rendition of you is going to render you dominant in this realm. Like, you're going to be dominant here, and you're going to be dominant on the other side, because there are angels and beings that are constantly dealing with you, because you are open and they're connected. There's a beautiful line between you and Spirit, you and God, you and the angels, you and the Orishas, you and your ancestors. And they're constantly giving you milk to drink. They're constantly pouring into you. They are giving you food to eat. They are your sustenance. And because you are eating the food and drinking the milk of God and of your ancestors, you are rendered dominant. So I want you to know that you're divinely guided to be exactly who you are right now. If you're feeling the power that has been cultivated within you, then it's time for you to take yourself into mission mode. It's time for you to take whatever you're feeling, and it's time for you to ask spirit what to do with it and move accordingly. Know that your ancestors is here. They got you. You don't walk in no room alone. You have a team, and they love you, and they're proud of you, and they are here. You hear me? There's so much of like understanding in this reading that they are here and they're crowning you. You're being crowned, and you're free. You are free now. And I just want to say congratulations on this new level. And pay attention. Keep your eyes open. But just know that, like, if you feeling like you being crowned, you are. You're a warrior for the divine. You're a warrior for the spiritual realm, for like your ancestors. Like, you're a warrior. You've been fighting, and now you're being crowned. You're moving on to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Like, you becoming a general. You are something else now. You are something else now. When you walk around, when you walk through, when you go places, when you're dealing with people, please pay attention to who you're dealing with, and make sure you are asserting yourself. Not being aggressive, but asserting your dominance, because you got it. Like, kings don't have to say they kings. Queens don't have to say they queens. It's felt. Like, it's felt when you walk in the door. It's felt when you speak. It's felt when you look at someone. They know who you are, because you know who you are. Continue to display that. Okay, I love you, and I hope you like the message. I'm Empress J, the Healing Oracle, and later, I hope you have a good rest of your day. I hope you have a nice sleep, good morning, whatever. Sending you positive energy. I'm sending you a hug if you need one. I'm just sending you overall a lot of love, okay? And I hope this message helped. Later.